Good morning everyone, welcome to Lost Sphinx Gaming. Looking at Horizon 5, just have a monthly live stream. It's all about the American automotive this time. So Cadillac CT4-V for 80 points and 160 gets you the Ford F-150 from 1986. So that's all good. What I'd like to do before I get into this is say thank you very much to Stuart for sending me a donation via my Buy Me a Coffee link. It does help because at the moment I'm trying to save some money up to buy something for my son, and it does all help count towards being able to do that. So definitely appreciate it. It does mean a lot to me. So summer season, 20 points gets you a new car, the Corvette Z06, and you get the Belvedere 64 for 40 points. The Forza from this week's all about the Mustang, and you've got the 1965 Ford Mustang GT Coupe or the Ford Mustang GT, whatever one you want. And that's what the Forza Fun is. And you've got some daily challenges about visiting the stadium, painting the body of a Jeep, and equipping canvas shoes, and you know, the simple stuff they give you to do every day. Shop. Venom GT 2012 from Hennessy for $5.50. USA race gloves, classic Running Man emote. The Dodge Challenger RT, and a wheel spin and a super wheel spin if you fancy them. You got a mini games there, and the trial, Cars and Stripes. Don't know the restriction, although I imagine it probably would have something to do with American cars. Then you got the Event Lab, GT Deny, Crop Circle Stadium Rally, and you've got the Wild Wild West event there. The trial, not knowing a lot about that. In my live stream, the Crop Circles, I think they were racing around in one of the Cadillacs with my muscle cars. So I think it's probably Modern Muscle, USA. What restriction, I'm not 100%. But the Wild Wild West Street is the other one, which in the video they were racing around in, I looked like one of the Ford Mustangs who had the stripy lights on the back. I'll have to go into the game and double check that, but that's what you've got. And you've got the Speed Trap, Speed Zone, Drift Zone, a couple of championships. The Wild Wild West Event Lab, Something Cars USA in the S1 class. I reckon it's Muscle Cars Modern Muscle maybe. It's S1 Country USA for the PR stunts with a slightly dubiously upscaled slide, but never mind. Championships, Oregon in 60 seconds, Iconic Movie Cars USA in the C class, and Chevy versus Dodge in the S1 class for Dodge this. I will have to go in and get a list of iconic movie cars to go along with this. Photo challenge, Mean Streets, photograph the 2018 Chevy Camaro ZL1 in a street race event. So you get the Spake short sleeve shirt for that. You got the Eliminator, you got collectibles, Smash 6 American footballs, Neva Stadium, you've got monthly rivals. Then you've got the DLC, Joya Maron, Drift Zone, What's it Cosworth? Yeah, okay, that's a championship, Danger Sign, Canyon Fire, and Chevy Metal. I'm working on the basis it's going to be S1 USA for the PR stunts for those two. It tends to follow the main playlist. For the championships, what's it Cosworth? Maybe, I don't know. To be honest with you, it might be a Cosy, might be, I don't know. But I imagine Chevy Metal will have something to do with Chevys, possibly S1. We'll see, I guess, close to the time. But that's basically all I can find. You've got these new cars coming out across the series. This image is by Equinox. I tend to just pinch these because they are very good. But there's also another month and another DLC pack. You got 4 cars: Chevy Silverado, the Zynga 21C, the Bertie, that one, that really dumbass looking van, and the Celine S7 LM. They're about $5, £5, whatever you want to convert it to, and that'll be available at some point during the season. So basically it's another month and another DLC pack, because that seems to be the way that Forza's going these days. But again, thank you for Equinox for doing this, and thank you for not complaining that I tend to pinch your images like this. Also, you've got new rims as well, new set of rims for your car for when you're doing your tuning and whatnot. So make of those what you will. I also highlighted a lot of the changes, a lot of things they've introduced over the last 2 years, because we are 2 years in now, right? 2 years in to Forza and to Horizon 5. And there's a lot of stuff there, the event labs, the new cars, Hot Wheels pack, the anniversary, origin stories, different locations. Yeah, and we're not done yet, they tell me. Yeah, that's ominous. Because all this stuff was in the live stream. And yeah, it seems decent, seems nice enough. But it's only when you go to the website you kind of see the little secret thing they've kind of snuck in, which is this thing here. The Horizon Festival Auto Show. It's the car voucher. Microsoft have brought back microtransactions, and they are pretty fucking lame. They really are. They've brought them back. They snuck this into the website, and you can buy a voucher, which is microtransaction. It's like $4.99, $9.99, $19.99, and $4.10, $24. How many auto show cars? I was going to say auto shite cars, but a lot of them are. But a lot of auto show cars you can buy with that. Car tokens, vouchers, Forza. Yeah. Where have I seen that before? Anyway, maybe a step backwards since they took these out back in Horizon 2 because of a backlash with the microtransactions in games like Star Wars Battlefield 2. But there is an FAQ up on the site. I will link to this here. And it all seems a bit scammy, to be honest. It does. It's like, yeah, you can buy a voucher to buy some cars. Although, except for a small handful of cars in the auto show, they're all very, very cheap. And credit's not hard to come by. They're really not. It's some expensive cars. But this stuff, I would understand if you could use them to buy exclusive cars. Things that you've missed on the playlist. Stuff which isn't in the auto show. It's one of those where you're just going, who's this marketed to? Credits are plentiful. A lot of auto show cars are cheap as anything. The playlist is just riddled with cheap ass auto show cars these days. Because everything new and interesting, or most things new and interesting, are being brought out as monthly DLC packs. And I don't get it. I really don't. If anyone wants to explain who the audience to this is, I don't know, because auto show cars, for the most part, are cheap, all bar a handful of cars which are like 14 million, 20 million, whatever. So I don't know. I don't get it. And this wasn't mentioned on the stream. It was slid into the website on the quiet in the news section under the American Automotive. How I came aware of it is I saw this post by Equinox on Mastodon. I'm not linking to Twitter, sod Twitter. I'm linking to Mastodon because you can click on this, you can read his full post here. And I think what Equinox has written here is kind of something which I think would resonate with the community, because I think a lot of Forza players are looking at this, particularly people who've been playing a few games, not someone who's just come in on this. And I think what Equinox has written here is pretty much spot on. It just seems to me that Microsoft have basically given up trying to sell games. They've been focusing on selling Game Pass subs for quite a while now. And I think the new Motorsport is testament to the fact that they're making games with Game Pass in mind, not selling the games like in retail stores or selling them kind of at full price. It's pretty much one of those, we're sticking it on our streaming service, on our Game Pass service, and what we'll do is we'll make money through microtransactions, DLCs, and other stuff like this, because people are pretty much getting the games for next to nothing. How many games do you get for a monthly sub to Game Pass? Hundreds. And it seems to be that the free-to-play model is being introduced into a lot of Microsoft's games because they know that the bulk of their player base is Game Pass. They've been promoting Game Pass, they've been actively trying to get people onto it, and it's worked. And I still think Game Pass is one of the best deals in gaming. But it does affect, I think it is affecting the way that studios make games. On top of this, they are bringing in some more race routes. So you've got those race routes there, they're being included. So that's all good. Some new things to do in the events, you know. So happy enough with that. That'll make stuff a bit more interesting. The next season after this, Series 28, is Winter Wonderland, starting December 7th. Got a stadium makeover, be the ice rink again, obviously. Doing Secret Santa with a totally rigged thing. I want all the creators to come together and say, right, when this comes out, everybody just gift cars, just keep gifting, you know, and just see if we can get it done early, but I don't think that'll happen. Got a new racetrack, you got new cars coming in, you know, the usual sort of stuff, and probably a new DLC pack to go with it. So hopefully you found this useful, interesting, entertaining, and kind of just tolerated my little rant about microtransactions. So I will be putting a video out tomorrow at some point. It might not be 5 o'clock like I normally do, it might be a little bit later depending, because I need to go through this and try and find some cars and just work some stuff out. So hopefully you found this useful, interesting, entertaining. Till next time, thank you for watching, take it easy and happy driving.